from the title winning Harvesters International Christian Center. Remember, throughout last week, we were announcing that in commemoration of our 4th anniversary as a station, we were organizing a 4-team tournament. Yes, more like semi-final and the final. And then we had Pulse TV, our sister, station, Super FM. There was also Harvesters International Christian Center, and then there was Mainland FM. So Mainland FM took easy walk over positive, so we had to play Harvesters in the final. And then we're just trying to, I don't want it to be like we hosted and we won. We just had to allow Harvesters to just have a day on that one. So we had the captain of the side, beside Adeliji, join us there and there. But it's Champions League nights today, and there are big games to look out for. We'd also analyze Chelsea with Benfica in the FA Champions. Remember, Benfica prevented Galatasaray Fenerbahce from qualifying for the Champions, bring Jose Mourinho after he was also sacked by Fenerbahce. Now he's back with Benfica, and he'll be playing against Chelsea tonight at Stamford Bridge. We talk about all of those games. Big games to look out for, no doubt about that. Chelsea have a bad. They played Bayern in the Champions League. They lost at their first game of the Champions League. They played Brighton. They also lost the game, and they'll be playing Benfica tonight. I like that lineup. Don't worry. You need to get used to it. We'll focus on Ruben Amorim today. His wife made a tweet earlier today saying that he's asking her husband if this whole issue is worth the stress after all. But let's see how it goes. The game between the Champions League debutant and Real Madrid, the most successful club in the Japan Open. News also for you. Carlos Alcaraz had won his 8th time. The Chinese options of games to expect tonight in the FA Champions League. All right, the elite club football is back, and of course, Atalanta are playing in the Bergamo against Club Brugge, and it's still goalless. Kairat Almaty, the new boys, are also squaring it up against Real Madrid. Kairat Almaty are from. They are a club based in Uzbekistan of the Champions League, 6,000 kilometers after losing against Atletico Madrid. Their city rides Kairat Almaty in the FA Champions. All right, thank you very much. Let me run you through the team list of Atalanta. Yes, well, for Atalanta, Demola Lookman eventually started his first game for Atalanta this season. Goalless, Atalanta are playing at home in this particular one. For Real Madrid, and he said this is the biggest game of his managerial career. He's not even hiding it. Of course, starting in goal, I expected is Thibaut Courtois. Vinicius, the draws for the Champions League, and then the players of Kairat Almaty were locked in a room, and then when they saw that Real Madrid was going to be coming, if you see the way they jubilated. All right, let me run you through the team list. Starting up front for Madrid is Kylian Mbappe as expected. In Ølsten, David Alaba and Fran Garcia. In a back four with a 5 midfield. In a 4-5-1, Mastantuono. There's also Aragula in the base of the attack. And of course, up front is Kylian Mbappe. For Kairat Almaty in a 4-4-2 formation is Carlos Macadomat Oge Gabriel Jorginho. He's the conquerors of Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, with the pit of the semi-final of the Europa League last season. Will square it up against the defending champions of the European Premier League title for them in 55 years. I'm talking about Jose Mourinho, back-to-back Premier League title. I mean, how that would work out. Chelsea are really struggling on the fitness of key players like our Felix. And for Galatasaray against the defending champions of the English Premier League tonight in Turkey, it is Madrid will still score. Let's quickly pay some bills. When I would come back, I will go straight up into look at the key games tonight. There's also to look for tonight. Stick around, we'll be right back.
the sound. Message from LASPA. As Lagosians, we understand that parking enforcement may not be ensure a smooth and safe traffic flow. We will not tolerate any fuss in the public. We know parking fines can be frustrating. And no hotlines. Zell. Complaints at laspa.lg.gov.au. LASPA. Park easy. Move quickly.
4 years knowing you listen to us daily and you make us your super dial. Connect with us by the second and help us get better with your feedbacks and engage. Here to promise you more of quality programs, thought-provoking engagement.
Thank you for inviting us into your life. You've made this journey so beautiful. God bless you. God bless us.
Mainland 98.3 FM. My name remains on. We love you, but we know that the love you have for the station.
Hello, Male. How you doing now?
I did, my pikin.
Male, wait. She make I call you back.
Like better thing. Just go buy new MTN SIM so MTN go dash you 2,100 naira airtime sharply. And on top that one, every call where you make, whether na 3 minutes for this call or na 1 minute on top another call, equal 3 star 2 star 1 hash to join MTN Better Gist today. Terms and conditions they shall.
Everybody say yeah. Celebration is here again. It's the 25th anniversary performing music stars from all over Africa. Celebration 2025 will kick off from Lagos with pre-event activities such as Afrobeats dance competition slated for 4th October 2025 at New Africa Shrine, time 12 p.m. followed by Dress Fela fashion competition 5th October 2025 Freedom Park, time 4 p.m. and then on October 8th Celebration Senior Secondary School debate will take place also at Freedom Park, time 10 a.m. The annual Fela's debate comes up on 13th October 2025 at Neka Hall, Ikeja, time 10 a.m. The main Lagos concert follows till 19th of October with festival train moving into cities like Ibadan, Freedom Park, Tokyo, and hundreds of other venues around the world. This year will be bigger. This year will be bigger than ever. State Lotteries and Gaming Authority, Chelsea London Dry Gin, Guinness Nigeria PLC, Origin Beer, Fearless Energy, Checkers, Just Foods, The Blog, and Street Media.
Proudly supported by Mainland 98.3 FM.
Everybody say yeah, yeah.
Woto, 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 woto. Malaria palava, malaria wahala. Sick today, fever tomorrow. Mama, she dey run kitty kata. Brother, make you make the right choice with Kezatem. If malaria, woto, 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 woto. With Kezatem, give malaria, woto, woto.
Fathameter and lumefantrine. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your medical doctor. C쏘ᴛᴏ, your right choice for malaria treatment. Marketed by Kensington Global Synergy Limited. Please call our hotline on 0708 140 2414 for
Hangzhou and Shenzhen and discover new trade hubs. Relax in comfort on board with our world-class Lagos to the Chinese mainland via Dubai. You can enjoy convenient travel that fits around your business schedule. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
State government presents Aฬิģ Musical Festival, a grand celebration of 20 legendary Nigerian culture. Join us at Aฬิģ Music Festival on the 5th of October 2025 at the iconic Muson Center, Onikon, Lagos, for an unforgettable night of nostalgic melodies. Aฬิģ Music Festival on the 5th of October 2025 at the Muson Center, Onikon, Lagos at 2 p.m. Proudly sponsored by Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture.
And 98.3 FM.
We're excited to announce that the online post-UTME screening for the Broadcast Art Institute Ikorodu, Lagos will commence on October 2, 2025. And fourth institution of choice or candidates who didn't secure admission into any tertiary institution this season.
To be eligible, candidates with a UTME score of 100 and above are qualified to apply for admission into a national diploma ND programs in broadcast journalism.
How to apply? Proceed to the CAPS portal and change your institution to Broadcast Arts Institute as your first choice.
149-9992 or 0703-713-1166 or
the Broadcast Art Institute, your first choice for learning.
Important message from LASPA. As Lagosians, we and that parking enforcement may not be the most thrilling topic, but attacking our officers is a serious offense. Our LASPA officers, just like any enforcement officers, are doing their job to ensure serious consequences. We prioritize the safety of our officers and the public. We know parking fines can be frustrating, and nobody likes enforcement. Some officers may be stern, but attacking 5037, WhatsApp 0916 000 5047, email complaints@laspa.lg.gov.ng. You can also visit our office at 36B Sᴘᴏʀᴛ Street off Sobo.
Hello, my name is Godwin Enoch, and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport.
See, a lot of things happen in life that tend to bring you down. But my brother, man, believe in yourself and believe in God.
And suddenly, the three been disagree. One goes solo, the other two follow. Oh no, 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 no. The world is because truly none of them be brothers. And in case you don't know it, this not true story. So there's a little misunderstanding going within us. If we break up, not to wake up, see how it was so it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sport Cruise. Yes, that was the game between Club Brugge and Atalanta in the FA Champions League. One from Club Brugge, and also third penalty of the season of the game. And touch some stunning stories. World number one Kala earlier today. The Spanish had struggled with an ankle injury in this week in Tokyo, but it was still too hot for the rest of the competition to handle, including world number in his first appearance in Japan. He clinched victory with a cleverly disguised one, said 22-year-old world number one Carlo. Play with especially with the ankle, 9th straight final, and his 10th of the season overall. No man since his legendary revenge after losing to Vries for the first time at the Lever Cup in San Francisco 2 weeks ago. Alcaraz was in breaks for Vries in the first set, but he made the breakthrough in the 9th game. Dad left the final 7 for the set, and he sealed it. And Kylian Mbappe was on. Tina reached his 3rd straight China after Dani Medvedev retired injured in herself. Jannik Sinner reached the China Open final for the 3rd year, so a semi-final against Alex de Minaur before prevailing 6-3, 4-6, 6-2. Sinner after his semi-final victory. Many things were positive, finding my Medvedev in this other semi-final. The Russian struggled physically with in frustration. Dani Medvedev clashed with the chair umpire during the contest, reacting angrily. I'm giving my best effort. I'm not going to try to continue, Medvedev said after leaving the court. Alcaraz in last year's edition would begin as the clear favorite in 4-6-2 to reach the quarterfinal. It was a tense battle that impacted her composure to win this. I had my chances in the first half to close it out, but overall I'm happy with how I fought. She was really being aggressive. 21-year-old quarterfinal by defeating Martin Kessler 4-6, 6-1, 6-2. You're live from Milan 98.3 FM. Sports Crew and Madrid are still leading that one. And Atalanta are losing at home. I go to nothing. A 5-2 demolition of Real Madrid in the Madrid derby over the weekend. We'll be hosting Germans host at Tottenham Hotspur. Chelsea at the Stamford Chelsea are talking about the special one. I was still recovering from injury in that one. The game will be between Inter Milan and Slavia Prague, as Marseille in France will dominate tonight. All of those games will be by 8 minutes from now. In the English Championship, there are games between Birmingham would host Preston North End as the former champions of the Premier League, Leicester. They would also be in action tonight at the Leicester's King's Power Stadium at the home ground of Leicester City. Well, Middlesbrough also will be in action by 7:45 against Stoke City, and Sheffield United would host 7:45, and Derby County would host Charlton Athletic. That game will be by 8 p.m.
Journalist, yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator.
Love can be like this, I wanna do like this. If love can too much love, we are more only fair.
you go there, my money no do. Sure you go there, my money no do. Sure you go there for me if I no pay. Although we loving when you have. When you ready, them two armor when you ready. Only fakers be loving when you have. Hey, when you ready, them two are.
Oh no, good love. Oh no, no. Star boy.
Keep it cool, love,
Very much for still staying with us. Atletico Madrid manager Diego Simeone has been given a one-match ban for unsporting conduct by UEFA following his clash with Liverpool supporter at Anfield earlier this month. After he reacted after he appeared to have gouged by a small number of home fans. The Argentine had continued the protest before he was sent off and he was walked down the tunnel. His ban lasts for one competitive UEFA fixture, meaning he will miss his side's home game against the team's players or the technical staff if he sits in the stand. Speaking at the news conference after, and it is not good home supporters. We managers are in a position where on behalf of the managers against insult we receive throughout the whole game. So talking about European champions and powerhouse AC Milan and Inter Milan said they are pleased after the city council after a lengthy overnight vote with debate taking place for almost £2 million, but they still need. The San Siro has been AC Milan stadium since 1926 but has not been modernized since the 1990 FIFA World to build a new 71,500 capacity ground as part of the large which Italy would co-host with Turkey. Last week, the clubs appointed architectural stadium, meeting the highest international standard, a world-class facility destined to become a new architectural icon for Milan and a symbol of. You are still live for Milan 98.3 FM, and the club need to shake hands and move on. Jamie Carragher has described Ruben Amorim's time which could take this group of players at Stamford Bridge game and led to the sack of their manager. And of course, Chelsea was up at Manchester United and both teams would have to leave. Jamie Carragher was in charge. Carragher was asked if the Portuguese were still in the best position to take Man U forward. He says, and I quote, "I think he's still in the job because I think the powers that be now that they have made another mistake by appointing Ruben Amorim. This has been a disaster because United also for United, but all system he plays, I don't think it ever suited team like Manchester United with the traditions that they have at Old Trafford, waiting for the inevitable. Unfortunately, because you don't want to lose your job, it's your club legend, Jamie Carragher, also corroborating your story. What would you reflect on? And where do you think he's gotten it wrong? Premier League wins since he became Manchester United manager. In fact, 2 points that place them 14th position on the table this season.
I think it has gone from bad to worse, or maybe it has gone from, him coming in from Sporting CP at the end of during the, I think that was back in it was November. He was appointed as the manager of Man United back by his last Champions League game in charge of Sporting CP
was against Manchester City,
and the way they trashed Manchester City, scored a hat-trick in that particular game. And then when he came into the side as well, I think his first couple of games he got wins over. At the beginning of Ruben Amorim's reign, it felt like, you know what, he was coming with a breath of fresh air. However, things have not gone, as Sanchez is also going on loan to join Aston Villa. There's also it's been a lackluster performance for Ruben Amorim when he only got 5 points, and now the league resumed back in August, September. By tomorrow now we are going to be in November, and 3 months of Premier League football that has been played, he has only been able to get 7 points out of 6 games. See, it's quite sad, but if you ask a lot of people out there whether they want to talk about that, it was until last season that Liverpool won Premier League, that a single consecutive Premier League win in English Premier League. Now, for a lot of people, they probably will not understand. Then you get a win. That's what we call a consecutive Premier League. So, and he's been unable to get that.
I have Man U's last 35 games.
Win.
No.
Lose.
It's crazy. Win, lose. Draw, lose, draw, win.
The UEFA Europa League, they are defeated Tottenham.
It will have been a smoke screen. Exactly. Just pay Daniel Levy why he had to sack. But they won the Europa League.
Yeah.
And that took them. Imagine if they are relegated last season and they went on to win the Europa League. So
that's very possible.
I should enter studio.
He also won the FA Cup as well in his last for Man United. And I said, why? Maybe he won put it in the scale of preference for the priority oldest competition in the world.
If Ruben Amorim had won the Europa League last season, and Man U are having this type of season, Ruben Amorim should be sacked.
No, you're given the chance to do what? To change the fortunes around. But it didn't. There are games as well to look for, so as well for match. He's not scared. Remember, he said he's not ready to change. If they want to change the personnel, they can go ahead. But there's the money aspect of things here.
We're going to talk about this is insistent.
Even a 4-3.
Even in a 4-5. It's not starting Cʀᴜɪ̀n.
You have Bruno in defense. You have a Matthias de Ligt. You have Ιλελινιόνο, a left fullback, a left back rather. You
look at the materials and you can fit in this players. You don't need to be a coach.
On paper, that team is.
United fans need to manage their expectations. It's not going to get better anytime soon. Whether you sack Ruben Amorim, you bring anybody. The truth is this: Manchester United have had some of the best. He won the Europa League in 2016.
Ralf Rangnick is one of the best coaches in the world. You can't take that away from.
Manchester United's next fixtures.
Take nothing less than the supreme best. Do not obey, no must be forsake, but we can pass the test. English,
Friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
English Premier League. Manchester United. Viewers, up.
Manchester United will return to, they will play Liverpool at Anfield. Then they will play Brighton. At the Old Trafford. Then they will travel to Everton to play. No, they will host Everton at Old Trafford. Then they will go to Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace. So from 4th of October to 30th of November, they have Everton Palace. Which of these games do you sacked by Forest? Potter have been sacked by West Ham United. Where everybody wants to play Man U now. That's a fact. With the form they are playing, with the way Granit Xhaka is pushing that.
I think Ruben Amorim still has his job between Liverpool as well as Man. That does not happen. I just believe as well that that will probably happen now
over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge
last weekend, exactly where they defeated them 3-1 with Danny Welbeck also. Danny Welbeck wants to play for Man United
and Arsenal.
If
the second half, the tiny club from talking about Real Madrid, courtesy of a killer. This is so it's still Madrid 1, Kairat Almaty 0, Atalanta 0, Club Brugge 1. Okay, at the phone line.
I agree to especially my guy.
When you are playing that in this time, I don't laugh for you, man.
Even all of us, they laugh for studio here.
For me, as a United fan, where I be, I don't sit down and taking Man United to anywhere. Because even today, about me, this first time they are talking something that really catch me very well. Because we cannot, when you go tell me, all those players when Man United get, this man knows he arrange normal information when we say players with ourselves and send him to prison. You know this
easy now, easy.
So, easy. Before John, that Ruben Amorim wants to stick with, apart from that, take a look at Ruben Amorim's body language in the last couple of games. Against Grimsby, even against Brentford when I was...
Something about having managers that sends the right signal to you as a player.
Yeah.
You look at Arsenal, you look at the bench as an Arsenal player, and then you look at Mikel Arteta telling them what to do. So he already did 8 minutes to his players, and he did like this. And he told them that 8 minutes is enough for us to win this game, and then they won it. You look at Slot, for instance, the players knows that at every little contact is passing, but you look at Ruben Amorim.
He's sitting down.
He's either holding his hands and looking of Andres Villas-Boas, the manager that Chelsea sacked in 2012. I mean, before Chelsea were struggling. Then they brought Roberto. We're done and dusted. United 2, Kamari 0.
And he had to defeat. Didn't go for Chelsea. Is not a person bought Robert Sanchez. You also have a right back Malo Gusto. It's a defensive duo of Trevoh Chalobah as well as Badiashile.
Hold your thought, please.
Yeah.
I agree with you too.
Yeah.
I'll play
anywhere that beats him and you, just know I'll be there.
Wait now, but the both who has more. So how to do it? Yeah, but Manchester United beat Barcelona. And Barcelona have already put their house in. They have been doing everything.
So I disagree with you, Mr. Diwali. You know why? Because even why Barcelona were at their lowest of form, they still went on to win the Spanish league. Kuku guy starting at left back, and in midfield playing as a number 10. And then we also have his name is Dal Otamendi as well as Silva, the defensive duo. We also have Dedic as well as right back. We have Akio playing as the left winger, and Ratasrai. The starting lineup is also as Zimbabwe.
Well, good one. In the next round of the Cap round, Rivers United had also been drawn against Mozambique's Black Bulls. So it's Remo Stars versus Mamelodi Sundown and Rivers United versus Black Bulls. Remember, Kwara United lost at home by 1-0 after losing 4-3 away in Ghana against Asante Kotoko. So while I was preparing for that last week, I found out that Asante Kotoko was actually voted as Africa's team of the 20th century. Well, this is where we drop the curtain, but a quick one again, as William Saliba has signed a new long stone of Arsenal's defensive unit. We'll talk about that, extension. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming through, from Sheun to Jeremiah, Raphael, there's Agbatomi as usual. My name is Okoyemi. At 8 p.m. there's going to be sport banter with Dumebi and Punja. Take you through the world of sports. Stick around, let's do this at
If they score one,